Hey guys, it's Stormclawd. So I'm doing a video on building an effective training routine. Now I think this is important for pretty much anyone if you want to be good at Rocket League. So it doesn't matter if you want to do this every day, it doesn't matter if you want to do it once a week. I think any amount that you do this is going to help your game though. So for me, I've been up to CGI level, which is the top 8 teams here in Australia. So for me to be able to get to that level, what I did was I trained. I would train every single day. I trained for at least an hour. I had a set thing I would pretty much do, and it grew over time. So, I started off doing different things, and then it grew over time until I've got kind of what I've got today. So I haven't been able to do it recently just because I've been injured, so I actually can't play and train as much as I'd like to. So I tend to just play at the moment. So that's what I can do, but I can show you what to do in training. You can get a general gist of it, and this isn't the be all end all. You can add stuff, you can change stuff. Like, I love watching people do training and just take what they do. So I'll get into a bit of stuff. This is air movement. So you just want to practice being able to move your car in the air. You want to be comfortable. I love sparing the DeLorean boost, I'm sorry. You want to be comfortable just flying about. You want to be able to control it completely. If you can control it, you're in a good spot. That's basically how it is. Boo, 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 boo. Sorry. That's my bad. I get too distracted by this car. It's too fun. So then, once you get a bit of a hang of air movement, I'd recommend doing this for 5 to 10 minutes each day, just getting a hang of it. Try and, what I do a lot is go there and then slow yourself down. That's a really good way to get really good at it. So at first you don't really want to use air roll, because you need to get comfortable just actually controlling your car without using air roll. Because if I use air roll, it's different control. So if you really want to start using air roll with it, I'd recommend maybe doing 5 minutes of each. 5 minutes where you use air roll and 5 minutes where you just control your car normally. Because it makes it easier to control air roll if you can control your car normally as well. Now, the stuff you can do in free play, the things you want to practice is dribbling. You want to practice being able to dribble flick. You want to practice wall hits, rebound shots to alley-oops, and also air movement and toe pokes. Toe pokes are a very, very good thing that, I don't know, not everyone uses them as well as they should. So, a toe poke, this is a toe poke. But, and look at the height and arc, it just goes nicely into the goal. That never happens in game though, I never score. Anyway, this is what you can practice to start off with. So I'll show you some rebound stuff. So, I'll boost into the ball, hit it up there, and then I'll try and hit it into the goals. So basically, you just do this until you can do it for 5 to 10 minutes. Just you might not be the best at it on day one, but eventually you'll get better at reading the ball off the wall. I don't seem to be very good at it today. Some days I'm really good at it, some days I'm not. It just depends on the day. So, along with this, you can practice hitting it off the side. You don't have to hit it just above. So in 1v1, right, a lot of the time you might it might get hit over there. And then how do I redirect that into the goals? So you might just practice just hitting that into the goals. So there's different things you can practice to get better at it. It doesn't have to just be what you see. Try and be innovative with what you train. So you can do whatever you want. This is what you want to learn at the end of the day. So basically just figure out what you want to learn, what kind of skill level you want to get to, because that's where you're really going to find improvement, because you're going to have more drive, more goals to actually get to where you want to get to. If you just playing to have fun, that's fine. If you just want to get a little bit better, that's fine. But if you want to be a tournament level player, for instance, and you want to win, you have to figure out what's wrong in your gameplay. So, I'll show you the next thing, which is wall hits. Now, with wall hits, I am stronger to the right than to the left, so I'd recommend practicing for 10 minutes on each side. That's what I do. My teammate does alternating, so he'll go to the right and then to the left. You can do that. So this is if I was alternating, I could do that and do that for 10 to 20 minutes. But I tend to just do 5 minutes or 10 minutes on each side, depending what I want to do for that day. So with wall hits, just practice getting it into the goals. The better you can shoot these, and more consistently you can from anywhere on the pitch, the better your wall hits are, because then you can aim them for passes as well, and it's not such a big deal. So that's what I tend to do, and then I would do dribble flicks. So like practice getting it on my roof. Then there's a couple of things you can do. You can do you can get it on your roof. You can do a double jump. You know, and do like potentially an air dribble. Or you can go catch it here. I'll try and show you a bit better one. That, and then you go catch it. So that's something you can practice doing to get really controlled on your dribble. Now the next thing is dribble flicks. Now I'm not as good as it on the DeLorean, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, my bad. Hard. I think I'm just waiting too long. Give me a sec, I'll get this, don't worry. There you go, look at that. So that's like a really big flick up, right? So that's a back flip, then you can do it with like front flips, side flips, you can do it with whatever, see look at that. So it's all about just practicing like dribbling and then, you know, just getting really comfortable getting up on your roof and doing a flick. Because that's really good for being able to set up in game. So a lot of times, say I do a wall hit, right? Say I do a wall hit and the ball ends up like here, right? I might be like, okay, well I gotta dribble defenders now. So I'll have like shadow defenders, I try and dribble. And it's just good practice because then in game, when you're trying to actually dribble people, it's not such a big deal. Like you're used to like practicing these fake defenders in your head. So it's like, and practice getting it in the goals too. Because if you don't do that, when you're in game, you might not be able to score it. So don't forget to practice that as well. Now I'd recommend doing, so all these boost pads here, pretend they're cones. And then you want to dribble the cones. So the easiest way to start off with this is just to go really, really slow. Because you want to, the idea is to get faster. But at first, it's really hard. So you just want to go slow. I think I hit a cone there, yeah I did. And then you want to turn it around in the goals as quickly as you can, and then go back the other way. So this is just a good way to get decent at your dribbling. You get better control going left and right. You get faster with it too. So the more speed and like accuracy you can get with this, the better it is. So if you can go at full speed and just turn it around at the end and then come back the other way, with the ball like on your roof most of the time, that's amazing. Like, if you can do that, your dribble is going to be insane. Like, you'll be dribbling kids left, right, up, down, diagonal, up the wall. You're dribbling them so hard that they're not even playing Rocket League anymore with how hard you're dribbling them. So that's what I practice in free play. It's just some little things to do, you know, 5 to 10 minutes on each one, depending what you want to do for that day. So you don't have to do all of these, just do some of them, I reckon. And it depends on you as well, like what do you want to learn? Because like, you know, you might just want to learn wall hits and aerials at the time, so then you're not really going to want to practice all this dribbling stuff, right? So it depends what you want to do. I did this was just an all-round training for me. So I did this because it was just all-round. I wanted to be good all around the pitch, so this is just some of the stuff I did. Now what you're going to need to do is the rest, I don't want to find an online match, that's for sure. The rest of it is in all-star trainings. So you got all-star goalie training, which is very, very good practice because it just helps you. Like, I remember when I first started playing and I first did all-star goalie training, and the amount of times where I'm like, oh, I did this in all-star goalie training, as I was playing, it just happened. Like, you just realize the instance. So then once you get good at stopping it, you want to try to stop it with a double jump. Because stopping it with a double jump is really effective in actual games. Because it doesn't use boost, and it puts you in a good position. Because if you look where I am, I can go make another save. I'm not that far away from the goals. But like, say I do a front flip. Like, if I do a front flip instead of look how far away I am from where I started. Like, I'm massively far away. So doing double jumps on defense is definitely your best bet, and definitely something that you should practice. Then you want to do all-star striker training. Now, you want to do all of this, so do all of the all-star goalie training. I used to do it where if I missed a clear, I would keep doing it until I get a clear that I was happy with. So if I cleared it and it was still in front of the goals, I wouldn't accept that. So it depends what you want, but I didn't accept myself to get bad clears. I only accepted good clears. And then eventually I was able to get 100% on all of it, and that was really satisfying. Anyway, I'll go over to all-star striker training now. So there's a couple things you can do here. First off, you just want to be able to get it into the goals. So I just missed there. You know, I'll try and get a follow-up. So you just want to be able to get it into the goals. So that's the first step. It's hard, alright? All-star striker training is harder than you would expect. And then the next step is to be able to touch it to yourself. So you do one where you aim for the goals. And once you get really, really good at aiming for the goals, start trying to aim for specific spots of the goals. So maybe aim for the top corner, the bottom corner. Just aim for different spots, because that's how you're going to become a better striker. The next step is to practice controlling the ball to yourself. So here, I control it to myself, and then I'll go dribble it in. So that's a good way to practice as well. So I'd recommend doing one lot where you're shooting it and aiming for different spots of the goals once you get good at it. And then I'd recommend doing one lot where you're controlling the ball. There are going to be some of these where you actually can't control the ball. Don't worry about those ones, just the ones you can do, work on those. If you want to get really good at alley-oops, there is a couple in Pro Striker. I'll get it up for you, that you can practice alley-oops in. Now, alley-oops are really effective, even at high level. At high level, they get aerialed out away from you a lot of the time. But if you're quick and you get to a good one, it can work. It depends on where the defense is. But they do work well sometimes. But especially at low levels, if you get an alley-oop, people just often can't aerial that high. So I'm just having to go through these trainings until I get the right drill. So just give me a sec. Damn, this is taking a while. Oh. Is this the right one? I don't think so. Damn it. Toe poke. So that's where toe pokes are really effective, right? Look, that was just like rolling so slowly across the thing, but imagine that in game. Like, think how hard that is to save. That's pretty hard to save, right? So that's just where they're useful. Oh, wait, I'll just like go through this until I get the one I want. There we go. Anyway, I'm waiting for a specific one and it's not giving it to me. It's really annoying. It's gonna be like the last two, I bet, too. Oh man. Tilt is real. Ugh. Give me the one I want! It really is actually going to be the last two. That's really, really annoying. So there's two specific ones that you can do this thing on. And it seems to have given me the rough end of the RNG. And I've had to wait the whole time. So there's one where it just like rolls it at you. And you can just like tap it up. And then go and hit it again. So that's a good way to practice it. There's one that's better than this one. I don't know where it is. It doesn't seem... It's not come up for me, which is very odd. I'll see if I can... Maybe it's not coming up. There's one where the ball rolls at you. And when the ball rolls at you, that you can just tap it up to yourself and get it up. You can do something like that in free play. Like say you smack it off the back wall and then you wait for it to roll to you and then you hit it up to yourself. So I'll go show you that. So, you know, say I want to go practice this thing. I might get the ball... Yeah, put it over there. Oh, that's not good. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Yeah. Alright, so I'll just do it against this wall. I'll reverse back, and then I'll wait for the ball to be rolling. Now imagine this is the goals. And then I just go, boop! Now the faster the ball's rolling, the higher up you're going to get your pop. The faster you go into your pop, the higher it goes as well. So, this is something you can practice in training here, because this is a lot easier an environment to do it in. So you can practice just going, boop, pop up, you know, when it's rolling. You could even get a friend. If you get a friend to pass it to you, that's probably the best way, to be honest. Doing training with friends is so fun, because you guys get to practice things that you want to do together. So I'd really recommend, along with this, is if you find a friend who wants to train as much as you do, is to train with them. Because for me, training with my friends is just really, really fun. Now the next thing is doing aerials. Now when you go up for an aerial, you want to do a double jump as you go up, because that gets you up faster. So as you go up for your aerial, don't forget to go for a double jump, because double jumps just get you up faster and they use less boost. And then just aim to get them in the goals at first. Once you have good aim of getting them in the goals, you want to start doing them in reverse. So basically you go from doing them normally to doing them backwards. So once you get, you know, over 50%, I would say, once you can get over 50% pretty easily forwards, you want to start being able to do them not forwards, because being able to hit with the back of your car gives you a lot more options. So once you get good at that, practice doing it backwards. Now for backwards it may be a bit hard at first. You may need to warm up in rookie first. So this is how I learned how to do backwards aerials at first, is I'd turn myself around, come up this, and do this. I'd just come and I'd just hit it in reverse. Because I just could not do it. I couldn't control it in reverse. It took me a long time to actually be able to control it. So then the other thing with reverse is being able to do front flips in reverse. So you want to be able to go up, front flip and hit the ball. So that's a couple of the reverse things you can do. There's also one in All-Star, but I'll show you that after I've done this next thing. So that's how to start getting a hang of reverse aerials if you're really having trouble. Now another thing is to practice jumping off the wall and flying out to this ball and hitting it into the goals. Because if you're good at this, it'll be really easy for you to get really far out from your wall hits. So then when you're going out for flies, you're going out for like shots off the wall, it's going to be a lot easier, you're going to be more controlled. So usually you might go off of like a spot up here, but for this you go off here, and that's just where you're going to have to go off of, unfortunately, because there's not much better you can do. I mean, you can practice stuff in free play, you can practice stuff in game, but this is one of the best ways to actually train just flying off and hitting the ball. Aside from actually doing like air movement and practicing jumping off and flying to the wall sort of thing, I do that quite a bit. But that's just some of the things you can do to get decent at it. Now, another way to practice reverse aerials is in All-Star, is turning around, jumping up, and doing a reverse aerial. Now, it's not the easiest thing to do, because it's not exactly the best, like, setup, you know? Because you're not exactly, like, it would be nice if you could start your car in reverse. If you could start your car in reverse for this would be so nice. But unfortunately, you can't start your car in reverse, so you're just going to have to turn yourself around and control it as best you can. But basically, this is just a basic training session. I hope it can help you. You don't have to do all of this, but if you do all of this, it will make you a very good all-around player. And once you get good at it, don't stop. Because if you stop, your skills will wane. And I bet you, if you're in game and you stop, you'll notice it. You'll be like, why can't I, like, hit the ball? Like, I would have this, where I used to play, and if I didn't do my training session once a day, I would be like, what the hell's going on? Like, I can't hit the ball properly. So, really, really, trust me on this, it helps. It helps so much. It helps more than you would believe to make you an all-round better player. So, work on this, guys, and have a wonderful day.
Wow. Wow. That's what you get. You get a wow. Holy shit. What?
Check this.